Welcome back to my channel, Lifestyle Aesthetics, where we teach you how to level up consistently over time. So check out the cool new Gymshark gear. I have the black shorts and the new Gymshark t-shirt, which pretty much makes me feel like I'm Spider-Man. So today at the gym, what we're gonna do are shoulders and legs. Starting off with the overhead shoulder press, one of my favorite machines that I love to do because it feels like I'm doing a functional movement, which applies to real life when you're pushing someone or something away from you. So I maxed out at 230 for 2 reps. And then I will do a drop set to where I'm just loading on the plate to where I have 245 pounds on each side plus the 10-pound plate. So I'm going for strength training here, doing 4 clean reps all the way down, slow and controlled all the way back. And you want to be mindful that when you have your hands in a neutral grip position, it's much easier on the shoulder joints. It's easier to push more weight as opposed to having a pronated grip when you do the shoulder head press, overhead shoulder press. Then I am doing a leg extension since this machine was free. And recently just adding more weight to where I have now pushing 200 pounds on the leg extension machine. So the idea is that when it gets heavy, it is okay to do 3/4 reps because you are eventually going to decrease the weight, and then you are still keeping the idea that you're slow, returning back very slow. So, and then I am doing a superset with squats, so 30-pound dumbbells on each side. You want to be careful that you don't have too much momentum because then you will slip forward just like I did. But here I am pointing my feet at a 45-degree angle outward, and this is going to build your glutes, some calves, some the thigh muscles, hamstrings. So pretty much doing a powerful leg day where I'm pushing the heavy weights, and then when I'm doing my superset, it's pretty much working your lower body quite completely. So here, since I am dropping the weight, slowly releasing the machine on the way back. And today we're trying to go for a little bit more volume with the strength training. 3 sets of drop sets, or just 3 sets in general. So another set of doing this with the dumbbell squats. As you see here, my legs are shoulder width apart, which is working the glutes as well. If you are spreading your legs farther apart, that is called a goblet squat, and that would put more emphasis on the inner thigh leg muscles. So right here, I dropped the weight more, just slightly. As you see at the top, I'm not pausing as much this time, but slowly releasing on the way back. So right here, immediately doing more dumbbell squats. And if you do the superset, you're going to feel it a lot on your quads. It's going to give it a good leg pump. And you're going to feel like your legs are getting thicker and stronger, right? We got to make sure that we keep a well-balanced body. Like, want to keep proportional lower body as well as the upper body. So that was the 3rd set. So we are going to do a superset of lateral raises and rear delt flies. So you could do these standing, you could do this leaning against the bench, but today I wanted to do them sitting on the bench at the very edge. And I am keeping the momentum and the rhythm quite evened out. And then immediately I am doing the reverse flies. With the pronated grip, you feel it a lot more. As you see there, the upper traps are also getting hit. So doing this together is a good time saver. So on this day, I didn't have too much time. All of these exercises shown in the video you can do within the hour. And you are hitting a lot of muscle groups at the same time. So you see here, with the lateral raises, it is hitting the lateral head of your shoulders, which pretty much gives you like a wider look, whether you are being seen in front or behind you. So this also targets the traps as well, just indirectly, not like you're doing it in a focused motion. And then right here, what I like to do, my strategy to feel it more in the rear shoulders is that I am leaning forward. So when you lean forward, you are hitting more of those rear deltoids, and it's going to feel that it's a good focus to do it like that. And also you are isolating that muscle group because when you do it standing, you just have to make sure that you're engaging your core, keeping your back straight. But with this, I'm just worried about just keeping my back straight when I do the lateral raises, and then bringing my body forward, tilting it forward 45 degrees or more. And then as you see here in this angle, I'm doing these under my legs when I do my rear deltoid flies. So that was pretty light. I only did 22.5 pounds because I wanted to focus on the correct form and the correct motion, since I do a lot of lateral flies and rear deltoids at home. So now we are doing some glute kickback extensions. So of course it would target the hamstrings and the glutes. And as you see, just increasing the weight week by week, just filling out my strength, trying to figure out how much weight I can push while maintaining good form, while maintaining that slow and controlled return on the way back. Because when you do these type of exercises, you want to explode on the way up. That is how you recruit more muscle fibers, more of a better contraction on your muscles. You explode on the way out. And then when you return, you are slowly letting it come back to you. So 3 sets of these just to make sure that my lower body is strong. Trying to make sure that it's all well balanced out. So doing this again, trying to make sure that you do a pushing movement, a hinging movement, and some type of isolation exercises for your calves. That is the main idea for a leg day. If you mix that in for, with an upper body day, you want to make sure that you have your core leg movements, so that way you hit all the muscle groups for your legs. And ideally, the legs, it's much more of an easier day, since you're only hitting a few muscle groups as compared to the upper body. So that was my second set. Doing a third set here. Also, you want to be mindful that when you are leaning on the pad on this machine, you are not too far back or too far forward, because you will catch some minor lower back pain. You want to make sure that you are evenly positioned out. On the platform, there is a little outline that shows you where to place your feet. Usually, because of my body composition, I put it just right under the lines to make sure that my body reaches the pad, and then it also reaches what I'm using on the machine here. Your body should be leaning towards a 45-degree angle, and your elbows on the pads. And then I'm doing a pronated leg curl, where this targets the hamstrings and the calves. As you see here, you want to focus more on dropping the weight, pausing at the top for 1 to 2 seconds, and then slowly releasing the weight. If you do this with heavier weight, you need to make sure that on the heavy set that you are able to still hold it at the top and still dropping it back on the way down. So 3 sets of these is a good way to go. And that pretty much sums up your leg and shoulder day. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, leave a comment down below. Check me out on TikTok, on Instagram as well, in the description below. Like and subscribe and share, and I will catch you in the next video.